Welcome to the Baroque Bat. I'm Queenie Black. Question mark? I'm Queenie Black. And look at where we are today. I'm not in my studio. I'm not in Montana anymore right now. I'm in the Purple Parlor. Purple Parlor. Purple Parlor. And I'm back in my element. Victorian vampire goth. Mountain goth still slash, you know what I mean, aesthetic. Deal, core, spiel. Tomato, tomato, clamato, clamato. Yeah. And it's been a hot minute since I shared what's going on in my house, my decor and stuff. I've had changes. I've had some really good changes, and I've brought in some really neat new things, and it's all good. All the changes that happen, mwah, 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. It's still purple. In fact, I painted these walls 22 years ago, and it's still the same color. The bats that are along the edge that I'll show you, still there. Though I'm thinking of repainting it, but oh my God. Do you really think? I mean, look at this stuff. And then over the, oh, I have to take everything down. That would be 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. So it's probably, I'm just adding stuff so I don't have to paint. But there's a few things that I do want to still change, and I will talk about that. Thank you for sticking with me in this new thing that I'm doing here. Um, Sorry I didn't have a video last week, but dude, I'm getting these, like I said, I'm getting these migraines from HE double hockey sticks, and it sucks. So, couldn't do it. Anyway, oh my God, the birdies are singing out there, and they're just lovely, and they're eating, and it's so cute, and I am in love with my house. One thing I want to say about my house is it's not typical goth, okay? And it's never been. Like it's like I don't decorate my house goth, if that makes sense. I'm a goth and I decorate. Therefore, it makes it Gothic Decor because a goth decored it. I don't I don't buy pieces specifically because they're Gothic decor. I just buy pieces and put them in my little space here, and I guess it just ends up to be Gothic, goth or whatever. I I'll take you on a tour of all the little corners because I have a thing about corners. I like to just shove things in corners, make little scenes, if you will, in corners, from floor to ceiling. And I guess, I do like the Victorian era, but I'm not like, oh, I'm going to make it exactly like a Victorian home because I'm just not like that. I'm quirky, I guess. And I can't keep my hands off of things, so I got to change things all the time, and make them my own. Because I don't want to have a house that other people have. I see other people doing goth decor, but it's like things that they've bought from, that are obviously goth. Ick. I'm gonna say gothic. Gothic is the aesthetic. Goth is a subculture. But yeah. So like the reason why I call everything that I do goth is because I'm just a goth that happens to decor it. So I Gothic decor. Gothic decor. If I'm a goth and I'm decoring, it's my goth decor, even if it's blue and outer space, like my kitchen, or Baroque and blue and gold, like my front room, or my bathroom is more blue and black and white stripes, like Parisian. So is that a Parisian goth, maybe? So, I mean, you'll see. I mean, eventually I'll show different rooms in my house because they've changed too since my old videos that I had up. And also I've changed a lot. The decor has changed a lot, like a lot more stuff. Yay for thrift stores. Thrift stores and gold paint and black paint. Woohoo! And glue. E6000 for the win. Woo. Wolfie, what are you doing? What is that? Ew! What is that? Ew, gross. I've been blabbing a lot, so I guess now we'll go on to the tour and I'll show you little things. This is going to be a long video because there's a lot of stuff, unless I make a part two, a part two, but we'll see. And then I got to edit it, all that stuff, so yeah. Come here, Lily Bell. You want to come say hi to Mama? Come to Mama. Come to Mama. No? Okay. I'm going to start in this corner. I love this corner. Wait, let me move to the side. I love this corner. It's really built up over the years, let me tell you. I think I have a photo of it where it's just this cabinet. I love this cabinet. Oh my god. I got this cabinet 25 years ago. Okay, let's show you everything that's in that corner. All right, so what we're doing here is we're taking old clocks and painting them black and finding tiny skeletons that like to just hang out. I always like to, every time I get flowers, I use them in my decor. So, a friend of mine, Michael, made me this wreath. I love it a lot. This is a thrifted bell. Let's see. I can't do it one handed, so okay, so much for that. These are some authentic Victorian boots that are just, they're children, so they don't fit me, which sucks. Just a bunch of stuff. I used to sell these, that one's broken though, cups of blood. I should start again. This is the only figure I have here, this Nosferatu. I have some old teacups and that little stove. Look at how cute that is. Joelle gave me that. It was her grandma's, like a little toy. And that teacup, oh, it's fallen over, but it is a wind up that my grandma gave me, and it sings tea for two and two for tea. I have an accordion back there. My skeleton's arm fell off. and I haven't fixed it yet, so he's kind of got a little deformed, but that's okay. I just like to buy things. Oh, this is crooked. Let me fix it. I like to buy things from thrift stores and just pile them on top of each other. That's a candle holder with a silver ice bucket that I use for, and a fake plant. Fake plants. We love fake plants. I like to put things on the floor because, like I was saying, you see how this is one of my favorite corners. You see how the texture when you put things on the floor all the way up to the ceiling. I know those white lights, those stupid recess lights. I should paint them purple or something. I don't know. I just never have. But I like to put things on the floor, and that's another. I think that's a ice bucket too. I totally forgot to turn the candles on. Mirrors. Found this mirror on the side of the road. I've totally taken the Haunted Mansion stuff down because I'm over that. My beautiful sofa. This was something this so I had this custom made when I turned 50, eight and a half years ago. And because nobody was making purple couches. Now they do. They make one that looks pretty exactly to this one. So I like to set the trends. Hi. Like I said, like it this is not perfect. Nothing's perfect, but I like it like that. Hello. This is a mirror that I made. I found a gold one at a thrift store, and I showed this in my video from years ago, but it's got cherub. I think I made a how-to video. I think it might be on my channel. Hmm. One of my besties, Asia Divinal, was doing glitter art, and she did the Haunted Mansion glitter art. Matches my tattoo. My tattoo, if you can see it. Got this quite a long time ago. There I am. Coffin corner. These are what they put on display in mortuaries and stuff when you're as samples, so you could see what your coffin looks like. I wanted to turn it into a cat bed, but my cats never went in it. If you've never seen my doll, this is my doll. I made her clothes and her hair and did her makeup and everything. It was a 3D scan of my face 20 something years ago, before you can make dolls. I'm holding a tiny lily bell. My daughter made that. I'll put a picture up because it's so cute. She did such a good job. This is my desk where I print out my orders and I get my art ready for print and all that stuff. And then this is where I pack my orders. Bum, bum, bum. You gotta do things fabulous. And we are decoupaging the back of our computers because look at how pretty that looks. I see your future, and it looks very bright. This is a little cabinet, has some more skulls and vampire stuff in it. Yeah, see, there's my cards. This is where I pack my orders. I gotta pack some orders when I'm done with this video. I do the same thing with all my candles and stuff. I just pack stuff, make little scenes. This cute doll someone made of me years ago. Got an Isis bat. There's my feather duster. This is all stuff I got from thrift stores over the years. You can't really get them much anymore. Oh yeah, we're going this way. Hold on. It's really funny because I have blindness and I forget how much stuff I have in here. You can see the garden. Hello. There's one of my spoiled bat fans. This is another mirror we found on the side of the road. Found that at the thrift store. All these finial things, or whatever they're called, thrift store. Yay, we look. This is a shawl, and I was just like, hey, I'm going to hang it up there. And my brain was like, that sounds good. Hello. This is a Victorian chair that I've had for a very long time, but I think I need to get rid of it because I don't like this space taken up. So yeah, as you can see, I just do what I want. I think Wolfie destroyed this chair when I was gone. No. Oh my god. I was collecting Eiffel Towers before I went to Paris because I knew one day I'd get there, even though I was afraid to fly. Let's see what we got in here. One of my Delilahs and a little crocodile. Or is that an alligator? That hook is from Captain Hook painting that I did. And I love crocodiles and alligators, so this is super cute from Disneyland. Bat. This is a tiny oven that my daughter's husband made for me years ago for my doll. I'll turn on the light so you can see the bugs better. This is my bug collection. That's Mrs. Kenny Rogers. If you don't know the story of Mrs. Kenny Rogers, she was a spider that lived on my porch that I fell in love with, and I had arachnophobia so bad, and she helped me get over it, watching her every night. And when she passed away, I cried so hard, and so I kept her. And then I found this giant, look at that bumblebee, a dragonfly, and some beetles. That was a grasshopper's skin, but it kind of disintegrated. So I gotta figure out something to do with them because they're very delicate. But so that's my little bug shelf. And these are my Mickeys. I love Mickey Mouse. Looks like one of them fell over. Oops. Well, he's not going to stand up. I love Mickey Mouse. This is a purse it was a Creepsville art show because they sell these skull bags years ago. This was one that I customized. It's still for sale. I just never put it up for sale. These are some childhood books that I really love, and I'll have to. I think one episode I'll do books that I love as a child. It's an animat person I made. That's a painting that I did of him. And then down here is just some memorabilia from True Blood. And I have an actual, here, I'll show you, it's really cool. So check this out. My friend was helped design sets on True Blood, and this, he made this for me. A wooden spike, but it's from the band when they were taking the set apart. Where's the camera? When they were taking the set apart, this was the from the railing from Bill's house, and you made it into a wooden stake for me. Isn't that super cool? Yay, I love it. One of my favorite things. I do still have my teacup chandelier. It's where I glued teacups to the ceiling. But I'm going to tell you, it's been a long time. And we've had some casualties that I still have to repair. Uh, in the summer, one fell off, smashed to the ground. And then when I had the roof, I just had a new roof put on, and they were banging, and a couple of them fell down. So I have to fix it. But they're still up there. What are we on, 10 years later, maybe? I forgot to mention the reason why the floors are two different colors is because this whole room and my bedroom and bathroom is all added on. I grew up in this house and I bought it for my parents. And this room, this was my bedroom. This was my bedroom. This tiny little room. There was a door here and a window here, and this was a porch. So, but you can imagine me, 15 years old, sitting in here with Cure posters, Adam and the Ants posters, Susie posters. Literally, you could not see a piece of the wall. And whenever I got grounded, my mom tore them all down. That sucked. Just imagine me sitting here. I had a bed here, and I had a dresser here, and I had my record player, and I would turn down all the lights, and I'd sit and listen to Bauhaus or Susie with my headphones on and kind of imagine a world where that I'm living in now. Being an artist and living off being an artist and being creative and being having clothes like this and outfits like this. So it's pretty cool that I came from this little tiny room. All my dreams of what I have now was from this little tiny room right here. I did a lot of crying in that area. And now that's where I pack my orders and create my art. So it's come full circle. It's kind of neat, huh? I never really thought of it like that till just now. It's a very special space. This, and then I would call this my mountain Victorian goth corner. This is my beautiful, the, this is the settee that goes with the beautiful chair. I have two chairs that match with this. And bears, because I love bears so much. They're my favorite animals. There's a bear. Some horns, some taxidermy, some more bones. There's some other things that I made. Made this little corn husk doll when I went to an event at an apple orchard. I got this from Michael's, and I really like it because I think it looks Victorian. It's my broom, which is broom. My little fox back there. I have some precious things that I found in thrift stores in these cabinets. So this, the story behind this, these are my bestie's lips. She kissed the cabinet because that is a life mask of adamant. Because I kind of like adamant. So look, if I looks like he has big red lips. So she kissed it. Yeah, it's a little creepy, but whatever. Some more little Victorian shoes. Some china. I have some vintage Disneyland Club 33 stuff in there. There's all my babies that have passed. My doggies and some cats. As you can see, there's been a lot of changes since I shared the Purple Parlor years ago. And one of the things is bringing more color, like the green. I love this green because, my whole bringing nature into my house, since I love it so much. And I work outside all the time too in the garden. That's, we change. And even though we're a core, like at the core, a goth or whatever, my aesthetic has changed and developed, and I'm fine tuning it. It's like finding a radio station. So, um, and these, oh my God, this set that I found was, oh my God, so amazing. And such, like, I got a steal. Let's just say that. Here's my puppet. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mr. Bear. Hello. What's your name? My name is Johnny Bear. Johnny Bear. You're very cute. I know. Wolfie likes to play with him. So, yeah. But I really love this corner. In the morning, I'll come out and I'll sit and I'll open the sliding door and I'll just let the air come in and I just sit here and I just imagine. I try to absorb to see who was sitting here. I hope they had some good stories. I hope they were writing scandalous letters to somebody. My decorating isn't perfect, and I do like a little bit of whimsy. And, you know, it's not like I do see people that own prestige, like these amazing Victorian homes and stuff. And while I can appreciate that, I can never go by the book, you know, like have everything like it used to be. Like I got to throw in my sometimes cheesy elements, but it works for me and it makes me happy. I'm looking at the birdies outside. That's why I'm looking over there. It works for me and it makes me happy. So if even when I was renting apartments when I was younger and stuff, I would do as much as I could get away with to make it into my own space because I cannot stand white walls. Don't you just love this corner? I love this corner so much. Oh my God. But I love all my spaces. It was funny when I saw this on Marketplace, I'm like, do I have space for it? This is the funny thing about my house. I'll see something and I'm like, I don't think I have room for it. And I literally like rearrange things like in set design, and then it just molds into the house and it's like it was always there. So I'm very picky about things that I bring in the house because obviously they got to have the right vibe for them to just it's like sucks it right in. I'm just really happy and peaceful in my space now. And I hope that shines through and you can tell the difference. My other videos, I'm very rigid like this. And now I'm just like, whatever. This is me. Oh, and I love to when I find pillows at thrift stores that have been needle pointed. This one looks like someone. This one looks old and it looks like somebody made it. I like to collect needlepoint that other people have done. Put it right back there again. And this is like you're coming out of my bedroom. These I found on the side of the road, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna stick them against this little, because there's like this little indent thing. They were white and painted black. This is another corner. Just I realize that, and I don't kind of do it on purpose, but I kind of make my corners and they end up to be little stories. So this this corner has a lot of bones. That I found that in Montana. Lily has a lot to say. I found this candelabra in thrift store. I found all the candles in it. Oh my god, I forgot to turn the candles on. That spine was from Montana, my dad's property. And then this one too. I don't know who this is. Or maybe we do. I have an urn down there that has a name on it, but I don't know who he is. I like that picture. I think this is someone's wedding picture that I found at a thrift store. Just love it. So this corner tells a story. My bedroom's red. These I brought this home from my dad's house in Montana. Just dried them and hung them up here. Another thrift store thing. These doors are from the side of the road. They were white. And I had this little recessed area, so I was like, I'm just gonna stick them there. They don't function, but I also have these bats that I glued to the ceiling. My goal was to make the whole, like, for it to all come out like this. And I want to do some trim. I haven't gotten there yet. Some more thrift store curtains. And this is the bars that are on the side of the coffin. My friend she's like, hey, I think I have one of those bars in my backyard. Do you want it? I was like, phew, yes, duh. So speaking of a long time, I made this faux stained glass a while ago, and the video is on my channel. You can see they're bats. I created this design and then I used glue and paint, and it has held up pretty darn good. I mean, look at, you see, it shrunk a little bit, but I realized that if I get it a little bit wet, I can make it go back in place. But it still looks pretty good. Still hanging on there. Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. You hungry? This is a cake stand in an ice bucket. I did the fence around the whole room years ago. My Burby's eating. I have some love doves that come. This cutest little pair of love doves. I love gardening, so I shape all of these bougainvilleas, make arches. So, which corner was your favorite corner? Is it the teacup corner, teacup vampire corner, the bone corner, the Victorian mountain whimsy corner, or is it the obvious side here? Or is it the my desk? I'm really curious to know what your favorite corner or favorite piece in this room is. I'm really excited to show you other rooms in my home, but I gotta do, that'll be a moment. We got time. Thank you for joining me in my tour of the Purple Parlor. Um, it's just like I haven't shown it for a long time because it's my sanctuary, and I don't create things just to show off. Just I create things to make a special space for myself and my family of dogs and cats and my birdies and raccoons and stuff. But so it's really cool that you want to see it. It's not your, like I said, it's not your typical goth decor, but I'm I've I've always said, like, I feel like I live outside of that whole. I'm in the subculture, but I live on the outside of it. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good week. Remember, everything is always working out for us, even when it feels like it's not. We've had some losses, and but things still work out because they have to. You have to go on and live your own life on top of no matter what is going on. So remember to watch next week's long form video. I have no idea what it's going to be. Oh my God, I have no idea. But the week after that, I'll have something really cool. And watch Portraits Without Looking. Write in the comments of the Portraits Without Looking what you want to see, because I'm going to make a whole new batch this week in a couple days. Probably today. I'm probably doing them today, so hurry up with those comments. And thank you for joining me in the parlor. The purple parlor, which has expanded and it's not as purple as it used to be, but I still call it the purple parlor.